Hey Broadway, this next week we are moving into the topic of healing and self-examination. There's an important part of the life of discipleship of thinking about the motivations of our hearts and our outward actions and whether those are really reflecting what God's plan is for us. And so as a part of the lesson this next week in your small groups, we are introducing you to a practice called the Daily Examen. And it is a practice of intentionally paying attention to where we see God at work in our lives throughout a particular day and how we responded to Him. It's really a very simple exercise of thinking about our day and asking, where did we experience God, and where did we maybe feel as if God was absent, and how did we respond to God throughout our day? Psalm 90 says, Lord, teach us to number our days so that we may gain a heart of wisdom. For us to really reflect and consider our day, and so that over time that we can learn how to live a wise life. So Katie's going to share a little bit about how this practice works. And again, this is a very simple practice, and hopefully it'll be useful to you.
So like Ryan said, it's a very simple exercise. And so the way you would begin would be to find a comfortable place where you can pray and sit down and ask the Lord to help you remember the events of your day. So you would do this probably at the end of the day. And then with God's help, start remembering your day, starting when you woke up and as you got up, as you went about your morning and moved into the rest of your day, you play through event by event. It takes about 15 or 20 minutes or so to do the whole thing. So you start there. You simply recall your day, call it to mind with God. And then you'll ask yourself and God, Lord, how did I experience you today? Did I experience your love, your joy, your peace, the fruit of God? Did you experience the conviction of God? Did you experience help from God? Did you experience love from God? For you, for someone else? So the simple question is, Lord, how did I experience you today in my day, in the
Really,
events of my
in
day?
a particular moment, even.
Yeah.
Or an interaction with someone or a particular moment.
Looking back at the specifics. And then the second question that you would ask after that prayerful time is, Lord, how did I not experience you today? When did I forget about you? When did I turn away from you? When was I not aware of you? So that's what you're asking during the second question. Where was I? Because you were there, Lord. And then finally, you would ask God, your third question would be, Lord, how do you want me to respond to you through the events of my day? How I did and didn't experience you today. How do you want me to respond to you, Lord?
Yeah, thanks. So in your curriculum is a page or practice. It says the Daily Examen. There's a short introduction there. And then there are a series of 5 sets of questions that these are, you don't have to ask every single question. These are a tool to you. Use them as would be most helpful for you. But again, just to come back to the really simple practice of thinking about our day and paying attention to where we experienced God and how we responded to Him. I think it's very easy in our life today to be very distracted. We talked about this in a couple sermons recently. To be distracted by the events of our life, to be distracted by our technology or our entertainment. And this is a practice to really help us to hone in and to pay attention to where God is at work. And as we do this over time, we will learn to recognize God in the moment throughout our day. That this was I remember experiencing you when I had this kind of interaction with my kid last week, and you're here now. I'm experiencing that moment with you again now, and so the hope and the goal of this is for us to live our lives aware of the presence of God each and every moment. And so we hope that this will be useful for you. Please give it a try over the next couple of weeks. Do it 3 or 4 times throughout the week. Write down just a note or two after each experience of your experience of that day, and begin to pay attention to where God's at work. So thanks for listening. We hope this is helpful for you. If you really are enjoying this and want to learn more, Katie and I would be glad to sit down and talk with you more about your experience and to help you go even deeper into it. So God bless you all. Have a great week and continue to enjoy your small groups.